Welcome aboard, everybody. I'm your pilot wannabe. It's been a while. I guess it's been maybe close to 10 weeks since I made a video. I'll talk briefly about what the plan is today, and then we'll get into what I've been doing for the last 10 weeks. Obviously, we're going to be flying the Cessna 185 Skywagon today. I believe it's one of those local legend famous flyers. I don't know. They should just name it all the same thing. They should pick one of those, local legend or famous flyer, because they seem synonymous to me. Anyway, I'm mainly flying it because it's simple, and the other planes I want to fly are making me angry. I'm also featuring, I literally haven't played either of these simulators, either 2020 or 2024, before yesterday, which right today is March 7th. Anyway, I haven't flown them for, I haven't messed with them for 8 or 10 weeks. And I thought I'll jump into 2024 with the new update and we'll see how it is. And yeah, this right here is the best thing I can say is going on now versus the last time I flew. I can actually get my chosen registration number on the side of the plane, and it's on the panel as well. Past that, not a lot of improvement that I've discovered so far. Seems like there's something else I noticed, but we'll get into that in a minute. We should probably do the usual flight plan thing, except there's really not going to be that much of a flight plan. But in the interest of doing things like I typically do, to the best of my memory anyway, we'll do the flight plan next. But just as an explanation for why I've been gone for 8 to 10 weeks. Well, first it was the holiday season. We had family over, and I had to kind of tear apart the whole simulator area and make room. And then I was working like crazy, working like a dog, working every day from like before sunup to after sundown. Just, no real time to do anything else. And then sort of coincidental with that, and then going after that, when things settled down some, I have also been doing some writing, and that kind of was taking most of my time. So I'm going to try to balance it out now. I'm going to try to make a video once in a while, fly a little, and still do some writing. But that's my explanation for why I've been gone for all this time. But at any rate, let's go ahead and get to the flight plan, and then we'll get going. See you there. And here we are in Sky Vector. Not much to see, though. I've taken off from this airstrip before. There's a canyon here, not depicted very well in Sky Vector, but there's a canyon. We flew through the canyon in a bush plane. I believe it was the Kit Fox from Parallel 42, and we landed at a little airstrip, mineral something or another. I don't remember what it was. But since we're not in a bush plane today, we're just going to fly through part of the canyon, and when we reach the point where you have to make the hard left-hand turn that I believe I missed when I was making the video before, when you reach the point of making the hard left-hand turn, we're going to pop up out of the canyon and land at this little airstrip over here, which I guess I should have double-checked that that's actually paved. I don't think I've ever actually landed there. Concrete, treated, in good condition. How long is it? 50 feet. Oh, that's a helipad. I hate it when the game gives you helipads and doesn't give you real airports. So really, it's only a helipad? Well, I need to come up with an alternate place to land, because that's not going to work. I guess that's another complaint about both simulators. If I turn off it showing me helipads and stuff like that, I wish it would just stay that way instead of me having to turn it off every time. So only a helipad there. Really? Teleport. Well, that explains it. Well, not that I was ever all that great at this, but you can certainly tell I'm rusty. Get out over here. What's this place? Escalante Municipal 1L7. 1L7. Let's see what we get out of this. 1L7. Enter. What do we know about 1L7? It's gigantic asphalt in good condition. Sure. 1L7. Not sure how that's going to relate to the canyon. I guess we'll fly through the canyon, get to the intersection, pop up, and then if the avionics in the airplane are working properly, we'll punch in this 1L7 and see how close we are. So, at the risk of making a stupid pun, we're just gonna wing it. Okay. See you back in the plane. So here we are at the plane. I don't know anything about this plane. I was wholly unaware of its existence before its release. The only reason, well, one of the only reasons I'm flying it is I think it's pretty sexy looking, actually. I watched an Av Angel video where she took the Bush one out with big Bush tires on the front, and she took one out with floats. And I don't know, I'm this livery with the skirts on the front wheels, on the regular size front wheels. I like it. I like how it looks a lot. And I can't really fly any of the planes that I really want to fly, as is usually the case with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I can't have any of the planes I want, so I'm going to fly this. I did actually fly the Duke, or the Grand Duke, I should say. I took the Grand Duke for a spin. I have not, by the way, I have not flown this at all. This will be my first time leaving the ground with it. All I did was get in and make sure the controls are working. Okay, there's the other thing that's actually been improved. Just hitting the door handle gets you in and out of the plane. That's pretty cool. That wasn't working last time I was trying this out. And look, I get my registration number on the panel. Very nice. My probably single largest complaint, still a thing, and that is, see the white dot from the controller? I use the controller to look around, and I get the white dot, and when the white dot lands on something, none of my other controls do anything. Like, let me try and get the white dot to land on something again. Here. There, it landed on the throttle. And now I'm moving my physical throttle on my Honeycomb Bravo, and nothing's happening because the invisible white dot that I don't give two shits about happened to land on something that you could move. So all I do is look away from it a little bit, and now I can move the throttle again. It's so stupid. Makes me so angry. Makes the simulator nearly unplayable for me. I did a flight in 2020. I had a pleasant flight in 2020 instead of 2024. Let's see, when did I do that? Yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. I had a nice pleasant flight in 2020. And it was so nice not having to deal with this, that I got to make sure that my camera isn't centered. See how it's centering on these on the knobs? As soon as it centers on the knob, look, I could still move the yoke, but I can't move. Oh, let me move the throttle. Okay, why is it sometimes and not other times? You know something's not working right when it only works sometimes and not other times. That's just dumb. Anyway. Okay, let's see if we can. Oh, yeah, and it still does the whole thing where uh, I have to go in and switch my controls every single time. It all goes back default nearly every single time, which I'm playing on the Xbox. I imagine other folks with a PC or maybe, getting some love and attention from Microsoft and Asobo that us Xbox people are not, I'm assuming. So anyway, I'm not going to look at any checklists or anything. This seems like a fairly simple plane. We're going to see what we can do with it. Let's see, the parking brake is set. I can see that, and so far it's staying set, which is nice. Because when I'm in the Grand Duke, every time I look around, it disengages the parking brake. For some reason, looking around disengages the parking brake, even though in the settings there doesn't seem to be any connection there. Nothing, no, no double bindings or anything like that. I have no idea why. It's just stupid. Anyway, so I checked the fuel. Oh, and I guess this is another thing that's been changed is you can see the passenger now. There she is. I went in and I used the tablet here. I used the tablet to reduce her weight to 0, seeing if that would make her go away. I reduced it to 0, and then I got rid of the tablet and I turned and looked at her, and she turned and looked at me right then. Like, are you trying to get rid of me? And yeah, like that. Just like that. Kind of strange. So they've also made it where you can't get inside their heads anymore. They just fade away now. See? Remember, you used to be able to get inside their head and look out through their face, and it was super weird. Now they just fade away. Now she needs a little, oops. Oh, I can get back over here. She's got a little stubbly hair growing on the back of her neck. I'll have to zoom in. There we go. Yeah, that's a little strange. Huh. Oh well, so I guess I'm stuck with her. I'm stuck with this weightless ghost in the co-pilot seat. All right, let's see. I still don't have everything bound correctly. I mean, part of it is I just can't seem to get things to bind correctly. Let's turn on some power. Okay, that only gave me one of the switches. I'll hit the other switch manually, I guess. See, parking brake set. We've got full on the mixture and full on the prop. Throttle is. We'll go ahead and crack the throttle a little bit. Not crock it, but crack it. Beacon light, maybe? Yeah, see, when the center of my screen was on the throttle, I flipped the switch for the beacon light and I got nothing. As soon as I get off of it, I flipped the switch for the beacon light. There it is. It's so stupid. Why does this have to be? It didn't have to be this way in 2020. Oh. Maybe one day they'll fix it. In like, let's see, 2027 maybe it'll be working right. I don't know. All right, have we got a fuel pump in this thing? Let's see. Well, I can't rest on that. I won't know. I don't hear an auxiliary fuel pump kicking on. Let's examine. Okay, gosh, I guess I'm gonna have to get rid of the yoke. Okay. Oil dilute. No, it's not a thing. Radio master. Pitot heat, nav lights, beacon, no strobe lights, taxi and landing lights. Fuel pump. Is that a regular fuel pump? Is there an auxiliary fuel pump? Does that mean there's a supposed breaker for the fuel pump, which you can't, this is like a Coronado plane. You can't do anything with the breakers. Static air. Primer. I guess we'll use the primer because I sure don't see an auxiliary fuel pump, and I'm not getting anything when I flip the switch on my Honeycomb Bravo that I believe is connected to bound to auxiliary fuel pumps. Co-pilot pedals pull to stow. That seems strange. It's inoperative anyway. Cabin air pull on, cabin heat pull on. Sure. All right. Well, what's the temperature like? Oh God, I tried to go up and it just went down. It's around 50 degrees Fahrenheit. That's not terrible. Let's prime it, I don't know, 5 times? What do you guys think? I doubt we can actually literally flood it, so. Oh, that's fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure. I already turned the beacon light on. Yeah, turn the beacon light on. Bring brake set. I'm going to hold the brakes. Let's see. I'm going to turn the magnetos on and hit start. And she's alive. Oh, where's the RPMs here? There they are. Under the 6-pack. Probably 1,000 RPMs, I imagine. Let's close the window. Close the window. Okay, window. Okay, get a little quieter. I could turn my headset down if I had to, but okay, we're at a bit of an altitude here, I believe. I wonder how we're gonna figure out what the barometric pressure is supposed to be. Where is my altimeter? Okay, am I going crazy here? But oh, there it is. Yeah, I was just going crazy. It's a funny looking altimeter, I gotta say. It's saying we're at 3,900 feet. Let's refer back to Sky Vector and see what we're supposed to be at. Oh, 3,840 feet. Oh, you know what? I bet we're at 2,992 on the barometric pressure because I bet it's not on live weather. What do you want to bet? Let's see. Sorry, I just had a bug fly past me, which was unexpected considering what season we're in. Okay, let's look here. Hello. Weather, live. Okay, we're at live weather. So I guess we're pretty close, just by accident, on the barometric pressure. It said, what did it say, 3,840 or something like that, so we will knock it down a smidge. Not that it's really going to matter. Oh, I guess I could turn on the alternator generator. Let's see. Hey, look, I just found the fuel pump. I was looking right at it. I didn't see it. How come I wasn't getting anything? Yeah, look at that. Why wasn't I seeing that before? That sucks. Well, it doesn't matter. It's not like you can screw up starting this thing. Okay, and so that other switch was the alternator, maybe? Yeah. Alright, yeah. Like I said, it's not like I practiced on this plane. Alternator. Okay, those are both working. Yeah, I was just screwing this up, that's all. I know anyone who's seen me before is shocked that I would screw something up. But yeah, that was the case. Totally 100% pilot error. Let's see, we're over 3,000 feet, so we should probably lean the mixture for takeoff even. You know, I would lean it anyway for taxiing, but over 3,000 feet, we'll lean it for takeoff. As soon as the Garmin gets itself in order, we'll get going. This plane doesn't have an autopilot. That's not necessarily going to stop me from taking it on a longer, you know, level cruise, but I figure since it doesn't have an autopilot, it's kind of makes sense to do this little canyon run. Message. What is your message? Set course to 051. Oh yeah, it was weird. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I set up flying to that helipad erroneously, and then I deleted the destination and went with just taking off from here, just a origin point. And yet, when I look at the map of the tablet here, if I can find my way back to the map, me and this tablet haven't really gotten to know each other very much, or gotten along with each other very well. Flight planner, yeah, it's still showing the destination. Yeah. What from flight? Can I remove this from flight? Hit it, nothing happens. Yeah, anyway, screw that. The damn thing anyway. No GPS, still working on it. Let's see. Oh yeah, see, look, it's showing the flight plan on there. 92 runway 8 for UT-59, yeah. How about no? Not remembering how to delete flight plans out of here. Wow, that thing is tiny, small. Elite flight plan. Thank you so much. How about you? Can we do it? Yeah, let's do a direct to. What was the name of that new place that we picked? Oh, look, I can't get the keyboard. Back to Skyvector. This is why my videos are so long. It's because I'm disorganized and I suck. Plus, you know, it's a couple extra. Which is that 1L7? Is that what I'm seeing? I got my contacts in, so makes it hard to read things on smaller screens. 1L7. 1L7. El Jefe. That 1L7, you say? Okay. Faster go the other way. Anyway, 1. Oops. Okay, L 7. And door. Activate. That's showing it going the other direction. How can that be? Weren't we just looking right at it on Skyvector? Wow, I'm confused right now. I am super confused. Yeah, look at that. So this is their starting place. How did this all happen? Okay, we need to land somewhere over here. Because we're going to go through this canyon and pop out over here. Yeah, there's the intersection. So, oh man, I am sure screwing this up. If I was the type to get embarrassed easily by my screw-ups, I would delete all this and start over. Because wow, KU-64. That looks like it's could be a little ways. KU-64. Invalid airport. Am I not looking right at it? What am I missing here? Okay. Well, delete that. And just doesn't do it. Okay. Let's see how the Garmin 430 feels about it. Okay, U64 or just U64? Maybe that was the issue. Okay. Let's try U64. This is being a lot. I thought maybe this would be a short video, but yeah, no. Maybe half an hour before I get off the ground, or more. Yeah, look. There. Enter. What does that look like? Okay. Why can't I can't zoom in or zoom out? Yeah, this is part of the problem why I couldn't fly the Grand Duke, is because the avionics weren't working at all, and even when they were kind of working, they were only kind of working. Apparently, that's going to be the case here as well. Only kind of working. Screw it. Let's go. Anyway, oh yeah, we were gonna. Now the things are warmed up. I'm sure they were warmed up instantly since it's a Coronado airplane. It's pretty, but not too smart. I can make some jokes, but I'm not gonna. Anyway, let's do this. Let's go ahead and do a bit of a run up here, basically. Let's run it up to 1800 RPM. RPM, if you're a stickler about that sort of thing. Rumbling. Well, 1900, close enough. Alright, what we're going to do, actually, I'm going to pull that back. Pull that back. Pull that back. Okay, now I'm going to lean the mixture until the RPMs go up. They went up. Now they're starting to go back down, so we'll go back and kind of center it in there. Well, then I'm going to have a chance to redo that, but it doesn't matter. We're going to be about the same altitude the whole time. So that's just where we'll leave the mixture. Now, while we're at it, we're going to go ahead and test the magnetos. Cycle the prop. Once a little bit. Twice a little more. And we'll do it a third time. And leave it back and make sure it holds steady, which I'm sure it will. This plane's never going to break. And back up. And go ahead and pull the throttle back down. Looking around down here, we're going to turn on the we're going to turn on nav light, taxi light, and landing light. We don't have a strobe light, so that's pretty much everything anyway. Alright, which direction should we take off from? I hate to go into the drone mode because it's hard to get me back out of the drone mode. Oh, it doesn't matter anyway. It's not responding to my keyboard input. What about this? There we go. One side. Why is it always a crosswind here? Every time I'm here, at least it's not a killer crosswind like last time. Yeah, every time I'm here, there's a freaking crosswind though. Okay, whatever. Alright, I'm going to try to release the parking brake. Yeah, worked. Okay. Alright, so also, right before Christmas, I may have mentioned this in the last video, I don't really remember. But right before Christmas, I received the Charlie Alpha. Or I'm sorry, I'm trying to move my camera right now, and I'm getting messed up. I was kind of hoping to raise the camera a little bit so I could see over the nose, but it doesn't seem to be in the cards for me. This is a little scary. In real life, I could kind of lean forward and lean around and look out, you know? Oh, getting off. Getting off. Oh, did I run out of runway? Runway while I was screwing around? Hey, I'm totally over that. What a mess this video is being. What a complete and total disaster is happening here. Anyway, I was trying to talk about the rudder pedals. I got the Honeycomb Charlie rudder pedals, and I really like them, except I'm going to have to find a way to attach them to my chair or something, because even with the little spiky strips down in the carpet, they keep working themselves away. They get further and further away the more I use them. So, anyway, turning off what I believe is the taxi lights. Leave everything else on. I guess we'll do a little low fuel pump while we're at it. We'll definitely be turning that off because that's noisy as shit. Anything else we need to do? Oh, I guess I should tinker around with the transponder, I suppose. We'll just go 1200 for VFR. Fuel on altitude. Doesn't seem to be working. Oh, there we go. Get a little flash out of it anyway. Yeah, okay, whatever. Now, will I be able to see the runway well enough to take off? From up here I can. So I guess that's how we'll do it. Alright. Oh yeah, and I'm no good with tail draggers anyway. And if you saw the last video I did in this area, the line crossing, it's killing me. Now I'm on the highway. Yeah, that crosswind didn't do me any favors. Oh, I suppose I could have done a notch of flaps. That probably would have helped. Okay, we're going to turn off that fuel pump now. And turn off the landing light. Yeah, a notch of flaps probably would have helped a lot. That ugly takeoff. This thing's booking. Pressure back some there. Too much on the RPMs. Yeah, I'm going to try to fly over the bridge. Might be a very abrupt ending to this video. Let's see. No, it was fine. So. Okay, I might need a little more manifold pressure. I've never flown this plane before, and then I'm taking off and flying into a canyon. So, I mean, this entire operation is pretty much doomed from the start, I suppose. Whoa. Yeah, it's not nearly as floaty as the Kit Fox that I had in here last time. It's a little... handling's a little more sharp-edged than that. Okay, I guess I need to do some, there we go, I got a little bit of up trim there. I really want to actually climb. Now it's climbing. It's kind of noisy too. Let's turn my, yeah, the Garmin 430 will not move. I'm assuming that people in PC are having a better time than I am having on the Xbox. Assuming you're not having issues like this where you can't zoom out on the Garmin 430. the issues I was having with the Grand Duke. The first time I tried to fly it in Simulator 24, I had the GTN 750 and 650, and they were black. The screens were black, so that was no fun. And then the next time I did it, I fired up that stuff first. The process of firing up the engines in the Duke, or it's a pretty long involved process. And the first time I went through the whole process of firing up both engines before discovering that the screens were black. I was not happy. So the next time I went to try to fly, well, this is a sharp turn. Next time I went to fly, I just turned on the main battery and flipped the avionics on, and lo and behold, the screens actually worked. But this has been true to the best of my knowledge since Simulator 24 came out. But I couldn't set a destination in the 750s. I could fly around. I ended up navigating to a place an airport I wanted to fly to. I ended up navigating there using VORs, which was cool. But it's kind of a shame. I wish stuff would work. I mean, I was kind of hoping after I took a 8 or 10 week break, I was kind of hoping a lot more stuff would be fixed besides just the registration number. Not that I'm not happy about the registration number. I would have been a lot happier if I didn't have the invisible white dot landing on things when I'm looking around in the cockpit. That would make me a lot happier. Oh, so anyway, I had originally flown in this canyon with the Kit Fox, thinking that, when the new fancy simulator comes out, we'll have to fly in this canyon again to see how it looks. Well, that's ugly right there. I can see through the wall there. Anyway, the idea was that you can do a side-by-side comparison. So I don't know. Maybe when I'm editing this, because I'm recording on the 7th, it's probably realistically not going to come out until the 8th or 9th. I'm not going to publish it until the 8th or 9th. But maybe while I'm editing it, I can dig up footage from the flight with the Kit Fox through the same canyon and see how it looks. Let's go outside and see how it looks. Okay, this looks pretty good on the outside. Plane is pretty good. Some side-by-side comparison stuff. Ooh, hard to steer when you're backwards. That felt very disconnected. Oh, this is another one. This happened a lot in Simulator 2020, but it seems like it's worse in 2024. The default cockpit camera view is looking down, like you've got your head tilted forward, and it annoys me. And I seem to be having a lot more trouble resetting it, because this I don't like. I don't need to see the yoke. I really only need to see the six-pack. So like that would be an ideal thing. But when at least last time, I haven't tried it since my hiatus, but the last time I tried to resave a camera position, look at this little tree over here. low. Anyway, last time I tried to reset a camera position and save it, it just wouldn't take it. It was like I didn't do anything. I'm, looking right at the description of it, saying, that it's saving the new camera position, and I hit the buttons to save the new camera position, and nada, it doesn't affect anything. So I'll try it again. Maybe I'll try it with this plane after landing. Certainly can't really do it while we're through canyon here. Boy, I would zoom out and check our progress. I guess I could try it on the tablet. Where's the map in it? Okay. We center on aircraft. There we go. Okay, is this going to actually show us the intersection? Yeah, there's the intersection. Because remember, that intersection's easy to miss. Alright, we'll just leave that up. Ready to go like that. Anyway. So yeah, I don't like the default camera angle being like that. I like it rather at my head level. Oh, it makes my neck feel sore, like I'm looking down the whole time. I like the detail here of this gravity handle being worn out. It's kind of cool. But, you're not a known for making stuff look good. I wonder if we should close the cowl flaps. We got any temperature engine gauges around here, or engine temperature gauges? Sorry. Yeah, what do we got in there? Cylinder head. It's toward the bottom of the green. Sure. Cowl flap's another thing I need to try to set to a physical control. Yeah, I haven't done a very good job of getting this trimmed out to fly level, have I? Yeah, well, it's singing like a rock. What sort of speed we're going here? 125 in the airspeed indicated. I don't know what the true would be. I'm telling. Get a ground speed on if I had like a Garmin 530, I could get a ground speed out of it. I get it on this. That's fun. Tell me anything interesting? Subtract a destination, I guess. Maybe. 139 knots, 149. Yeah, ground speed. Check it out. Look at that. Man, this thing moves pretty good. Probably gonna really wish it had a autopilot one day. I don't know. Maybe if you get it up in some clear air, you can get it trimmed out because it's bouncing around pretty good in here. But I mean, we are in a canyon. Turns getting the ball to stay centered because it's bouncing around so much. Speaking of bouncing around, we'll go back a topic to the Charlie's. Yeah, really good feeling rudder pedals, but as heavy as the whole unit is, because it's big and heavy. As heavy as the whole unit is, even with the resistance turned down a bit, it's still, after I make a few left and right turns while taxiing, it's all crooked and moved away from me. So I think I'm going to screw it down to a piece of plywood that's long enough that I can also set my chair on the piece of plywood, so then it will hold it. That's my plan anyway. you know, just anything to make the living room uglier and uglier. Oh, hello, I forgot you were here. I forgot the invisible ghost co-pilot was with us. And I gotta reset that view. It's super annoying. I understand that they're trying to give you more information. But if you're going to make a choice like that, you need to make it really easy for someone to adjust it. And last I checked anyway, it's not easy to adjust. And I don't like that. I understand you're trying to give me more information, but I will look down when I want that information. Otherwise, I would like to feel like my head is level and like I'm not leaning forward. I sure did get the RPMs down low, didn't I? All over the green. Let's bump that up a switch. So it's at 2200. Let's go ahead and make it 23-ish. Losing altitude. And what if we make the manifold pressure around 23? Go for 23 squared. What kind of ground speed we get out of that? Sinking like a rock again. Doesn't want to trim out really. Oops. Wrong switch. Just trying to trim nose down. 5 knots. Yeah, we're climbing this one. Trying to spin the wheel. Trim wheel nose down now. Maybe. I'm not sure it's really going to trim out in this canyon if the air is buffeting around, you know. This would have been a good spot for an autopilot right here. I'm just saying. I wouldn't be using it now, but I'm just saying. How we doing? Yeah. We'll be to that intersection before too long. Want to stay at an altitude. Before I took off, I forgot to double check that the HSI is in agreement with the magnetic compass. It's a Carolina plane, and I'm sure that it doesn't really have drift. Even though I have, have it to where there should be magnetic drift on stuff. I guess I've referenced the six-pack a couple of times, and I'm not sure that I have ever actually talked about what the six-pack is, and it's a generic term for the six most important or most frequently used of the regular gauges. If you have like a G1000 or something, it's a different story. You get the same information, but presented in a different way. But when you have actual gauges, or steam gauges as they call them, the six-pack is your airspeed indicator. I'm losing where the water is here. There it is. Okay. Sorry. Airspeed indicator. Your turn coordinator. Artificial horizon or attitude indicator, your HSI or horizontal situation indicator, which is like a compass, your altimeter, and your vertical speed indicator. That is the six-pack, the six most important gauges for flying the plane. Yeah, I really, when I hit the button to recenter my view, I really only need to see the six-pack. I don't necessarily need it to go lower, although this feels fine here, and I'm seeing the top 3/4 of the RPM gauge and the fuel flow, and I'll think of it eventually. It's kind of hard to think sometimes when you're actually playing around. Manifold pressure gauge. Yeah, that's it. Oh boy. Let's take another look outside. I feel like it looks better on the outside. Is it part of it because of there's like a green hue to the windshield? The Coronado, the Skymaster, the old Suck and Blow, it's got a green cast on the window. Yeah, look. Yeah, there's no green cast on the side window. Yeah, it's the green hue. I think it looks a little better without the green hue to it. Yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of tail draggers, but I like the looks of this one, particularly in this livery. It's funny how it's a Cessna, but the vertical stabilizer is almost canted forward like a Mooney. It's almost straight up. It gives you that Mooney-esque feeling. You know, Mooney has a vertical stabilizer that actually leans forward into the wind. This has the most aggressive angle upward about any Cessna I've seen in the simulators. Oh, hey. I think we just hit the intersection. Yeah, we did. Okay. Alright, we're gonna do a gentle climb out of here. Give it some more gun. Manifold. And we'll climb up out of here. Find the airport that we selected. Let's see. Looks like that same one I started with. That ended up being just a helipad. Did I do it again? Did I pick the helipad again? Right for it, either way. Let's back the manifold pressure back off again. Wish I could zoom the Garmin out, but alas, did nothing. Nothing. Yeah, I really have no idea what we're going to do. I guess if it's a helipad, we'll try again to look for a place to land, which is going to be really entertaining since I don't have an autopilot. What are we doing here? Looks like there's some kind of signs of life over here. Is that our destination? No, it's not coming up as our destination. I really can't raise the camera here. Okay, so what is this? Oh, that was our destination before, that the tablet is still showing. Yeah, that UT-59, but it's not our destination now. Are we going to be able to find our destination now? If I should have waited to put it in until this point so it would give us a nice direct line to it. going to U64. Reactivate it from here? Yeah, there we go. Nice. 4 nautical miles. Okay. Sure. It's oh yeah, I forgot. I haven't had much luck getting the ATC window slaved to a button, because I did it, but it didn't stick. I don't know why. Cordless, does it have T68? That's not where we're going. U264 on a solo. No, it's only got traffic. I thought maybe there would be weather. There's not, so we're not going to bother with that. We'll just fly there, and then we will see if there's a windsock. See if we can tell. There's an altitude. See if we can tell instruction to land just on the windsock. Guess I could have at least found out what kind of runways I got. I mean, I know I could look back and ooh, wow, that's super janky, and I hit the wrong button there. I know I could look at Skywagon again, but tell us. We've got a 16 and a 3.4. I should say 1.6 and 3.4. Sure. I'm going to live dangerously now. I'm going to. Oh, no, I should climb up above the oncoming terrain here first. Thinking about switching to drone mode for a minute, just to get some outside shots, you know, maybe for the thumbnail, the video, and stuff like that. But yeah, then I realized that I was going to have an impact with terrain. I decided not to. I'm trying to trim up now. Don't overdo it. Yeah, no, overdoing it. More terrain ahead. I'm actually gonna head over here, dodge this terrain. Plan anyway. I should have gone the other way to dodge it. That way it would have been less off course. I don't know. Let's live dangerously. Yeah, it's a good looking plane. I like it. Okay, let's get back in the plane. Alright. Hit before bad stuff happens. I don't have the drone camera set up right either. I really thought I had all that stuff sorted, but I swear it doesn't remember your settings very well. Still, let's see, what else was I really disappointed about? I mean, the most disappointing thing is this whole that right there, the fact that I don't want to be selecting that right now. I just want to be looking around. So I need to be able to be rid of that. You should get rid of that when you choose to get rid of the white dot. I chose to get rid of the white dot, so that should go away along with it. What's so hard about that? And, you know, I wasn't surprised by this, but I don't know. I had fantasies to where when I tried loading up Simulator 2024 again, that when I paused it, it would just freeze the screen and go into a pause menu instead of doing this. Too fancy. Too effing fancy. It doesn't need to do that. That's dumb. Okay, resume. then it all has to draw back in again. It's dumb. Why set your sights so high and do something that's just going to make me want to vomit half the time anyway? Just freeze the screen and bring up a pause menu, for God's sake. I'm sure I'm repeating a bunch of stuff from the last video from some weeks ago, but say la vie. Everything looks nice. It's good looking. It's a good looking simulator. And, you know, honestly, I really feel like I'm floating around in a plane and getting jostled around in the air. It's pretty good. 14 nautical miles. Smack into this peak over here. Slide right past it. Okay, come on, keep the nose down. Pretty much altitude. So, yeah, I thought about doing another leg of the lower 48 states capitals tour, but the weather out east, because it's the next leg of it is going either through the incredible amount of air traffic controlled airspace around Washington D.C. Either through it or around it as the next leg. And it turns out the weather is pretty crappy there today. So, and I like to use real weather and real time as much as possible. I'm more pragmatic about the time, but I like to use the real weather, and so this is the real weather here. Weird graphical artifacts there or something. It's supposed to be reflections on the inside of the window, or what? I suppose I should climb that. Anyway, back to the top of the green on the actually I'm full throttle on the full throttle doesn't quite get me top of the green at this altitude. That's okay. So we might at 7,000 feet. Yeah, that's really why. That's pretty high. That's pretty high. Higher and higher. I didn't really look at the altitude of our destination, did I? I am super rusty. Oh, it's some high country here. I feel like the roads don't look any better than they did in Simulator 2020. Of course, they're getting the data from Bing Maps, which is, it would be better probably if it was Google Maps. At least the roads probably wouldn't be so green. Speaking of that, though, oh yeah, that's another thing I was going to complain about. So, number one, I'm disappointed that there's no marketplace, but I get the impression it's probably that way for PC people also. But I'm very disappointed because I was wanting to get a couple of the planes that come with the fancier versions of the simulator, like the premium deluxe version or whatever. I want to get a couple of the planes, and there's no way to do that without there being a marketplace, I'm assuming that's how I'll be able to do it in the future, as they promised. Anyway, so another thing, when I was playing before, 10 weeks ago, all of my aftermarket, add-on airplanes were available to me, though most of them didn't work with the crowd. Well, now, only one is available. Only the Duke, Grand Duke, from Black Square. That's the only add-on plane that's available to me to fly, besides the stock base game ones and this one now. Yeah, all of the other things are gone. Really annoying. And it was super annoying too when I went to play Simulator 2020. I wanted to fly the Cessna 414, fly somewhere, and it's had this bug before where it says that not all of the data is present, and the only way I can fix that is to, well, based on how it worked in the past anyway, the only way I could fix it was to completely delete the entire sim and reinstall it. Uninstall and reinstall the simulator. Well, we seem to be coming to our destination. Let's back off power a bit. So temperatures and stuff. Pretty low still. I'm gonna go ahead. Close the cowl flap all the way. Let's see what we see here. Turn on landing light and taxi light back on, so everybody knows I'm ready to do something stupid. Man, every time I try to raise the camera, it bounces my head off the ceiling, apparently. Well, I'd say I'm probably already below pattern altitude. We got a windsock on here. Of course, it's a crosswind. Maybe we'll be okay this one. Yeah, okay. Alright, we're getting silly here. I don't really know what the speeds are for the flaps. We're going to go one notch of flap. Get us down into that wide arc at least. I feel like I'm going away from the runway right now. Yeah. Fairly well so. Now there's some girls over here. Alright, hopefully I'm not too slow to make a fairly stupidly sharp turn. Sharper than I needed to. Alright, let's go another stage of flaps. We got 3 stages. Going full on the props, but not on the mixture because we're so high. Oh look, now I can't reach, now that I have the flaps engaged, I can't reach the cowl flaps anymore. I really need to have that on a physical switch. I think we're going to be alright. Full flaps now. Just remembered this was a tail dragger, so this is probably going to be ugly. So you know. Which way was the wind coming from? Anybody remember? I'm surprised it's not blowing me off course right now. It's really not. Okay, it's coming from my right. Can't see where I'm going now. Can't see where I'm going. I'm afraid to hit the brakes too hard because it's a tail dragger. Fall over my face. I kind of like this plane, as I tend to kind of like the Cessnas from Coronado, which Skymaster is in a lot of ways one of my favorite planes, but when it comes to Coronado add-on aircraft, for some reason the 182 RG has been my favorite, but I dig this one. I'd dig it more if it had an autopilot, but we'll see. Let's see how it goes. I'll turn off the landing at taxi lights. And I should probably go ahead and turn off the transponder. Probably should have turned, let's put the flaps up and let's open the cowl flaps. And I probably should have turned on the fuel pump for the landing, but I did not. C'est la vie. Trying to fly the TA-40 or something like that, except you know I'm such a nerd for the controls being similar, so I would have had to move my honeycomb alpha out and put the thrustmaster stick in, you know, if I'm going to fly a plane with a stick instead of a yoke. Yeah, it allows a job parking. What else is new? Parking brake. Parking brake engage? Oh, help if I had the right switch. Parking brake. I'll leave the beacon light on. Turn off the other lights. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, it's idling. Sure. Seems fine. Turn off the avionics. Turn off the generator, and we'll kill the mixture. And now we'll kill the main battery. And she is parked. That's another thing that's like to be fixed. When it throws you outside, it would be nice if it put you next to the door that you just opened to get out, instead of jamming you up against the opposite side of the airplane. But whatever. Can you open the co-pilot side door? Let's see. Sorry, that camera's a little more. Oh God. Let's try this again. I'm trying to get my cursor. There we go. No, you can't open the co-pilot side. Whoa. Yeah, the camera, for whatever reason, is super jumpy. Like, I don't remember it being this jumpy. And I still can't, you know, really change the sensitivities very easily because it doesn't show me what is what. I go to the sensitivity screen and, you know, sensitivities screen, and you can change things, but you just have no idea what you're changing because none of the controls correspond to, you know, make any movement happen on the screen. So you don't know for a fact what it is you're altering. This opens. Closed on its own. That's strange. That's peculiar. Closed on its own. Anyway, so that was a not terribly professional flight. Not that any of my flights are terribly professional, but that was probably worse than normal. I mean, considering that I was trying to take us to a helipad to start with. At least I figured it out. But, you know, hopefully I didn't make anyone motion sick. Yeah, my last video got a ton of views, comparatively speaking. You know, like I was used to my full-length videos getting anywhere from 12 to 150 views, you know, or something like that. And my last video got like 1,600 views last time I checked, which is nuts. So apparently I have to title all of my videos something provocative, like I did that one. That one was like, you know, State of Simulator 2024, you know, big deal, you know. But maybe this one I'll make Returning to 2024. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I dig this plane. Maybe I'll fly it some more. I think there's something else to do with it. Fly it around DC if the weather's nice next time I'm going to do a flight. But yeah, I like this plane. I like this livery. It's pretty cool. Probably wouldn't go for one in real life, because I'm not sure that me and tail draggers are a terribly safe combination. I am short after all. Seeing over the panel and the nose, it's always going to be an issue. But yeah, plane's cool. It was an interesting flight. I'll try to do some kind of a side-by-side comparison to how that same canyon looked from Simulator 2020. And yeah. Okay, guys, I'm gonna let you go. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. This is Papa Whiskey Bravo signing off.